Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 721. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, QJet 2115. Descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QJet 2115. Heading 180, descend to 3,000 feet, vectors for 34 right, Malaysian 1218 heavy. Heading 100, descend and maintain altitude 3,000 feet, velocity 429. QJet 971. Heading 250, descend to altitude 4,000, vectors runway 34 right, QJet 971. Velocity 1227. Velocity 1227, say again. Right heading east, descend to 3000, velocity 1227. One 250, Qantas 721, see you later. Left 090, velocity 429. Qantas 1651. Right 090, descend to 3000 feet, radar vectors for 34 right, Qantas 1651. Speed 250, QJet 2115. Sharp 416, climbing 5000 feet, Richmond departure. Speed 250 knots, sharp 416. Increasing 250, velocity 429. Speed 250 knots, Malaysian 1218 heavy. Left heading 155, Malaysian 1218 heavy. Climb to flight level 280, sharp 416. Descend to 5,000 feet, QJet 2115. Heading 270, QJet 971. Left heading 070, velocity 429. Hello, Victor Hotel Uniform Victor Victor, Kevin departure, passing 1600. Climb to flight level 280, speed 250, Victor Uniform Victor Victor. Speed 200 knots, velocity 429. Descend to 2000, velocity 429. Descend and maintain 3000 feet, speed 220 knots, QJet 971. 13305, sharp 416, thank you. Heading 360, cleared ILS 34 right, velocity 429. Reduce to 20 knots, velocity 1227. 200 knots, QJet 971. Right heading 320, descend to 2000, cleared ILS 34 right, QJet 971. Say again the altitude, QJet 2115. Descend to altitude 4000 feet, QJet 2115. One 247, velocity 429. Reduce 180 knots, QJet 971. Speed 200, velocity 1227. Reducing 200, Quanta 1651. Heading 120, QJet 2115. Heading 180, Malaysian 1218 heavy. 250, Victor Uniform Victor Victor, thank you. Velocity 461, descending to 8,000 feet. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, and confirm clear to 6,000, velocity 461. Roger, velocity 461. Heading 070, velocity 1227. Heading 090, QJet 2115. 1247, QJet 971. Right heading 240, Malaysian 1218 heavy. Qantas 2154, enter departure, passing 2,300 feet. Climb to level 280, Qantas 2154. Heading 360, descend to 2000, cleared approach 34 right, velocity 1227. Left heading 070, Qantas 1651. Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 right, QJet 2115. Victor Hotel Romeo Bravo November, with you. Heading 230, descend and maintain altitude 3000 feet, Victor Romeo Bravo November. Altitude 2000 feet, Victor Romeo Bravo November. Right heading 320, cleared approach runway 34 right, Malaysian 1218 heavy. 1247, see ya, velocity 1227. Turn left heading 040, descend to altitude 2000 feet, Qantas 1651. One 3235, Qantas 2154. Qantas 182, inbound Sydney. Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 160, descend to 6000 feet, Qantas 182. Philippine 8486 heavy, inbound Sydney. Left 180, descend to 3000 feet, Philippine 8486 heavy. Heading 360, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 1651. Speed 180 knots, QJet 2115. Netlink 15. Speed 170 knots, QJet 2115. Right heading 100, descend to 3000 feet, Netlink 15. Speed 160 knots, QJet 2115. Qantas 347. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, 6000 feet, Qantas 347. 1247, Qantas 1651. Speed 150, QJet 2115. 1247, thanks, QJet 2115. Left 090, Netlink 15. Descend to 2000, Malaysian 1218 heavy. 247, Malaysian 1218 heavy, thanks. Tygo 1742, weather Bravo. Heading 100, descend to altitude 3000, Tygo 1742. Increase 250 knots, velocity 461. QJet 1123, passing 23, also. Climb to flight level 280, QJet 1123. Tasman 2037 heavy. Direct Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, descend and maintain 6000, Tasman 2037 heavy. Left heading 140, descend to 4000 feet, velocity 461. Left heading 120, descend to altitude 2000 feet, velocity 461.
Tigos 373. Radar vectors for 34 right, heading 180, descend and maintain altitude 3000 feet, Tigos 373.
One 3235, QJet 1123. Speed 250 knots, Qantas 182. Left heading 090, reducing 200, velocity 461. Heading 090, Tigo 1742. Speed 250, netlink 15. Right heading 270, Victor Romeo Bravo November. Heading 070, netlink 15. Reduce 180 knots, left heading 360, descend to altitude 1800, cleared approach 34 right, velocity 461. Reduce 200 knots, netlink 15. Reducing 230, Tigo 1742. Descend to 2000, netlink 15. Descend and maintain 5000 feet, Qantas 182. Qantas 923 heavy, enter departure, passing 2200 feet. Climb to flight level 280, high speed approved, Qantas 923 heavy. One 247, velocity 461, thanks. Heading 070, Tygo 1742. Left 360 to join the localizer, reducing 190, cleared ILS 34 right, net link 15. Right heading 320, cleared ILS 34 right, Victor Romeo Bravo November. Reducing 200, Tygo 1742. Hello, Q-Link 9 or 12, passing 16 climbing 5,000 feet, Marab. Climb to flight level 280, Q-Link 9 or 12. 5,000 feet, Qantas 347.
Qantas 1763 Heavy, with you. Heading 180, descend to 3000, Qantas 1763 Heavy.
Left heading 110, Qantas 182. Left 155, Philippine 8486 Heavy. 13235, Qantas 9 or 23 Heavy. Descend to 4,000 feet, Qantas 182. 1247, net link 15. Descend to 2,000 feet, Tygo 1742. FedEx 1185 Heavy. Left heading 030, Tygo 1742. Right heading 090, descend to 3,000 feet, FedEx 1185 Heavy. Departure, Sink Cargo 1552 Heavy, Whiskey Lima Mike departure, passing 2,100 feet. Climb to flight level 280, Sink Cargo 1552 Heavy. High speed approved, Sink Cargo 1552 Heavy. Reduce 180 knots, Tygo 1742. Heading 120, speed 250, Qantas 347. Say again the altitude, Tasman 2037 Heavy. Descend to 5,000, speed 250, Tasman 2037 Heavy. Heading 360, cleared ILS 34 right, Tygo 1742. 13235, thanks, Q-Link 9 or 12. Left heading 070, Qantas 182. Descend to 3,000 feet, Qantas 182. 4,000 feet, Qantas 347. (247), Tygo 1742. 1247, thanks, Victor Romeo Bravo November. Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 182. China Southern 7452 Heavy. Say again for Qantas 182. Alright, Qantas 182. Cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 182. Approach, Q-Link 1964. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, descend to 6,000 feet, China Southern 7452 heavy. Heading 180, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, Q-Link 1964. Heading 300, increasing 250, Philippine 8486 heavy.
Right 250, speed 250, Tigos 373.
Descend to 2,000 feet, Qantas 182. Speed 180 knots, Qantas 182. 060 degrees, Qantas 347. Left heading 100, Tasman 2037 heavy. 132.35, Sink Cargo 1552 heavy. (24/7), Qantas 182, see you later.
Reduce 200 knots, Tigos 373.
Heading 360, cleared approach runway 34 left, Qantas 347. Jetstar 1528, Abbey departure, passing 4,100 feet climbing to 5,000 feet. Climb to level 280, Jetstar 1528. Heading 120, descend to 3,000 feet, All Nippon 1590 heavy. Heading 310, cleared approach runway 34 right, Philippine 8486 heavy.
American 95 heavy, enter departure, passing 2,700 feet. Flight level 280, high speed approved, American 95 heavy. Right heading 270, and confirm cleared to 2,000, Tigos 373. Tigos 373.
205, Qantas 347. Left heading 070, Tasman 2037 heavy. (1250), thank you, Jetstar 1528. Heading 360, descend and maintain altitude 4,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Tasman 2037 heavy.
Heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, Tigos 373.
Heading 120, FedEx 1185 heavy. Increasing 250, FedEx 1185 heavy. Right 120, descend to 3000, Delta 573 heavy. Qantas 61 heavy, passing 1,800 climbing 5,000 feet, Wollongong. Climb to 280, high speed approved, Qantas 61 heavy.
13235, thanks, American 95 heavy. (124.7), Tigos 373, thanks a lot. Right 210, Qantas 1763 heavy.
Heading 330, Philippine 8486 heavy. Tower on 1205, see you later, Tasman 2037 heavy. Right heading 090, stop climb at 10,000 feet, 1015, Qantas 61 heavy. Approach good afternoon, Victor Hotel Zulu X-Ray Papa. Direct Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, Victor Zulu X-Ray Papa. Approach, New Zealand 1852. Heading 120, descend to 3000, New Zealand 1852. Heading 070, FedEx 1185 heavy. Descend to altitude 2000 feet, Philippine 8486 heavy. Heading 090, All Nippon 1590 heavy. Left heading 090, Delta 573 heavy. Right direct to Wollongong, climb to level 280, Qantas 61 heavy. 24/7, thanks, Philippine 8486 heavy.
Sing cargo 52 heavy, with you. Left heading 180, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Sing cargo 52 heavy.
Stop descent at altitude 4000 feet, All Nippon 1590 heavy. Stop descent at altitude 4000 feet, Delta 573 heavy. Stop descent at altitude 4000 feet, New Zealand 1852. Descend to 3000, left 230, velocity 1601. Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, FedEx 1185 heavy.
Heading 270, Qantas 1763 heavy. Descend and maintain altitude 2000, Qantas 1763 heavy. Qantas 663, Wollongong departure, passing 3,500 feet. Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 663.
Descend and maintain altitude 5,000 feet, increasing 250, China Southern 7452 heavy. Xanadu 301 heavy, inbound Sydney. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 160, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, Xanadu 301 heavy. After Bankstown heading 155, Victor Zulu X-ray Papa. Leave Bankstown on heading 155, Xanadu 301 heavy. Heading 155, China Southern 7452 heavy. Heading 070, All Nippon 1590 heavy. Heading 090, New Zealand 1852. Tower on 1205, FedEx 1185 heavy.
Right heading 320, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 1763 heavy.
1298, Qantas 61 heavy, goodbye. Descend to altitude 3000 feet, increasing 250, All Nippon 1590 heavy.
1298, Qantas 663.
Heading 300, speed 250, Jetstar 84. Right heading 220, descend to 2000, speed 200 knots, Q-Link 1964.
Tower on 1247, Qantas 1763 heavy.
Rex 472, inbound Sydney. Right heading 120, descend to 4000 feet, Rex 472. Heading 360, cleared approach runway 34 left, All Nippon 1590 heavy. Jetstar 84, request to continue on the SID. Roger, maintain 5000 feet, Jetstar 84. Heading 270, Jetstar 84. Approach, Speedbird 76 heavy. Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 155, descend to 6000, Speedbird 76 heavy. Heading 250, Q-Link 1964. Left heading 080, Delta 573 heavy. One 205, All Nippon 1590 heavy, thank you. Left 070, Delta 573 heavy. Heading 250, velocity 1601. Jetstar 767 Heavy, with you. Heading 120, descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Jetstar 767 Heavy. Increase 250 knots, Delta 573 Heavy. Left heading 120, China Southern 7452 Heavy. Departure, Qantas 4329, out of 34 climbing 5,000 feet, Marab departure. Right heading 300, Jetstar 84. Climb and maintain level 280, Qantas 4329. Right heading 310, cleared approach 34 right, Q-Link 1964. Heading 360, cleared approach runway 34 left, Delta 573 Heavy. Departure, Qantas 14, out of 2,300 climbing 5,000 feet, Cordo departure. Left 250, speed 250, Qantas 14. Climb to 10,000 feet, Jetstar 84. Right heading 320, cleared approach runway 34 right, velocity 1601. Descend to altitude 2,000 feet, velocity 1601. Descend to 3,000 feet, Delta 573 Heavy. Heading 090, Rex 472. Descend to 5,000 feet, increase 250 knots, Victor Zulu X-Ray Papa. 13235, by, Qantas 4329. Left 070, New Zealand 1852. Heading 070, China Southern 7452 Heavy. 25, Delta 573 Heavy. 1247, Q-Link 1964. Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, China Southern 7452 Heavy. Direct to Chatham, climb to flight level 280, Jetstar 84. 13305, Jetstar 84, thanks. Descend to 3000, New Zealand 1852.
Heading 220, Sing Cargo 52 Heavy.
Approach, Polar 1451 Heavy. Heading 180, descend and maintain 3000 feet, Polar 1451 Heavy. Heading 360, cleared ILS approach 34 left, New Zealand 1852. Velocity 827, passing 3,900, Whiskey Lima Mike departure. Climb to flight level 280, velocity 827. Qantas 965, with Delta. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to altitude 6000, Qantas 965. Departure, Express Freight 53 Heavy, passing 2,400 climbing to 5,000 feet, Cordo departure. Left heading 260, high speed approved, Express Freight 53 Heavy. Cleared to Cordo, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 14. Increase 250 knots, and confirm cleared to 5,000, Xanadu 301 Heavy. Roger, Xanadu 301 Heavy. Left heading 080, Rex 472. Tower on 1247, velocity 1601. Velocity 827. 29.8, Qantas 14. Speed 180 knots, China Southern 7452 Heavy. Tower on 1205, New Zealand 1852. 1205, China Southern 7452 Heavy.
Heading 270, Sing Cargo 52 Heavy.
Qantas 311, pan pan, pan pan, pan pan, we have an engine failure, leveling off at 1800, request vectors back to the airport. Heading 090, climb to 3000 feet, speed 250 knots, Qantas 311. Left heading 090, Victor Zulu X-ray Papa.
Heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, Sing Cargo 52 heavy.
Victor Hotel Papa Hotel Papa. Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 155, and say again the altitude, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. Descend to 6000 feet, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. Speed 250 knots, Speedbird 76 heavy. Heading 090, Jetstar 767 heavy.
Descend to 2000 feet, Sing Cargo 52 heavy.
Qantas 311, we need a couple of minutes to prepare for the approach. Heading 155, Qantas 311. Clear to Cordo, climb to flight level 280, Express Freight 53 heavy. Heading 120, descend to altitude 4000 feet, Hainan 1612. Left heading 060, Rex 472. Jetstar 440. Left heading south, descend to 3000 feet, 1016, Jetstar 440. 12908, thank you, Express Freight 53 heavy. Heading 150, Qantas 311. Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Rex 472. Heading 360, reducing 200, cleared approach 34 left, Victor Zulu X-ray Papa.
124.7, thanks, Sing Cargo 52 heavy.
Heading 120, Xanadu 301 heavy. Heading 110, Jetstar 767 heavy. Descend to 4000 feet, Victor Zulu X-ray Papa. 25, thank you, Rex 472.
Qantas 812, with you. Left heading 230, descend to 3000, Qantas 812.
1205, see you later, Victor Zulu X-ray Papa. Qantas 114, inbound Sydney. Right heading 120, descend to 4000 feet, Qantas 114. Heading 090, Xanadu 301 heavy. Heading 090, Jetstar 767 heavy. Qantas 79. Direct Bankstown, and then heading 155, descend to 6000, Qantas 79. Approach, Qantas 4609er, with Delta. Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 155, descend to 6000, Qantas 4609er. Qantas 802 heavy, passing 28, Richmond departure. Left heading 260, high speed approved, thank you, Qantas 802 heavy. Descend to altitude 5000 feet, Speedbird 76 heavy. Left heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Xanadu 301 heavy. Heading 030, Jetstar 767 heavy. Rex 3688, with you. Left heading 180, descend to 3000 feet, Rex 3688. Qantas 311, we're ready for approach. Turn right heading 320, descend to 2000 feet, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 311. Velocity 1172, passing 24, Abbey. Right heading 310, Qantas 311. Climb to flight level 280, velocity 1172. Increasing 250, descend to 5000, Qantas 965. Left heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Jetstar 767 heavy. 120.5, Xanadu 301 heavy.
Right heading west, descend to 2000, Qantas 812.
Left heading 090, Speedbird 76 heavy. Turn left heading east, Hainan 1612.
Expedite descend, Qantas 812.
Tower on 1205, Jetstar 767 heavy. Left heading 070, Speedbird 76 heavy. Speed 250, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. Direct to Richmond, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 802 heavy. 124.7, Qantas 311. Qantas 4 heavy, passing 2200, Entra. Heading 130, high speed approved, Qantas 4 heavy. Left heading 100, Qantas 4 heavy. Right 240, Polar 1451 heavy. Left 360 to join the ILS, cleared ILS 34 left, Speedbird 76 heavy. Qantas 575 heavy, with you. Left heading 180, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 575 heavy. 1250, velocity 1172. Direct to Entra, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 4 heavy. Left heading 070, Hainan 1612. Brisbane Centre on 13305, Qantas 802 heavy. Descend to 5000 feet, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. Scooter 87. Direct Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to 6000 feet, Scooter 87. Departure, FedEx 1329 heavy, passing 2400, Campy departure. Heading 260, high speed approved, FedEx 1329 heavy.
Heading 310, cleared approach runway 34 right, Qantas 812.
(1205), good day, Speedbird 76 heavy. Qantas 56, passing 3800 on the Canberra departure. Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 56. Right 320 to join the ILS, cleared ILS 34 right, Polar 1451 heavy.
1247, Qantas 812, thanks.
Left heading 110, Qantas 965. Qantas 204, passing 2600 climbing to 5000 feet, Abbey. Climb to level 280, Qantas 204. 13235, Qantas 4 heavy. 132.35, Qantas 56. Speed 200, Polar 1451 heavy. Left heading 030, Hainan 1612. Right 230, Jetstar 440. Descend to 5,000 feet, increase 250 knots, Qantas 79. Heading 090, Qantas 965. Left 070, Qantas 114. Qantas 26, Chatham departure, passing 1,900 feet. 1247, Polar 1451 heavy, thank you. Left 260, speed 250 knots, Qantas 26. Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Hainan 1612. Left 360 to join the localizer, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 965. FedEx 1329 heavy, say again? Jetstar 616. Copy, direct to Campi, climb to flight level 280, FedEx 1329 heavy.
Heading 180, descend to 3,000 feet, Vietnam Airlines 1042.
Heading 220, descend and maintain 3,000 feet, Jetstar 616. Climb to 10,000 feet, Qantas 26. 250, Qantas 204.
Toll freight 1754.
Descend to altitude 5,000 feet, increasing 250, Qantas 4609er.
Direct Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to 6,000 feet, toll freight 1754.
25, Hainan 1612. Right heading 270, Jetstar 440. Reduce 200 knots, Qantas 965. Right 130, descend to 4,000 feet, Qantas 21. 1250, thank you, FedEx 1329 heavy. Heading 020, Qantas 114. Left heading 090, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. 1205, Qantas 965. Velocity 266, with Echo. Left 180, descend to 3,000 feet, velocity 266. Right heading 310, descend to 2,000 feet, cleared ILS 34 right, Jetstar 440. Right heading 220, speed 250, Rex 3688. Right heading 260, Jetstar 616. Direct to Chatham, climb to level 280, Qantas 26. Left 360, Qantas 114. Jetstar 828, Richmond departure, passing 2,400 feet climbing to 5,000 feet. Heading 250, speed 250, Jetstar 828. 133.05, bye-bye, Qantas 26. Climb to flight level 280, Indonesia 47.
Roger, Qantas 267 heavy.
1247, Jetstar 440, thank you. Maintain 4,000 till the glide, cleared ILS 34 left, Qantas 114. Left heading 120, Qantas 79. Descend to 4,000 feet, Qantas 79.
Left heading 210, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, Qantas 267 heavy.
Left heading 350, cleared ILS approach 34 left, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. Departure, Qantas 1531 heavy, passing 2,300, awesome departure. Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 1531 heavy. 13235, good day, Indonesia 47. Speed 220 till 6 miles, Qantas 114. Right heading 270, Rex 3688. Right heading west, descend to 2000, Jetstar 616. Expedite descend, Jetstar 616. Heading 100, Qantas 21. Speed 250 knots, Scooter 87. High speed approved, Qantas 1531 heavy. 1205, have a good day, Qantas 114. 1205, Victor Papa Hotel Papa. Heading 070, Qantas 79. Right 310 to join the ILS, descend to 2000, leaving 2000 on the glide, cleared ILS 34 right, Rex 3688. (3235), Qantas 1531 heavy. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet, Jetstar 828. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet, Scooter 87. Heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Qantas 79. Heading 220, Qantas 575 heavy. Heading 090, Qantas 4609er. Direct to Richmond, climb to flight level 280, Jetstar 828.
Approach, Air India 2079 heavy. Heading 180, descend and maintain altitude 3000 feet, Air India 2079 heavy.
24/7, Rex 3688, bye-bye. Indonesia 1360, with Foxtrot. Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 155, descend to 6000, Indonesia 1360. 13305, thank you, Jetstar 828. Heading 210, descend and maintain altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 324 heavy. Heading 120, descend to 4000 feet, Tigos 1490. 25, Qantas 79. Velocity 1773, passing 3600 climbing to 5000 feet, Wollongong. Right 250, Qantas 575 heavy. Heading 160, velocity 1773.
Increasing 250, toll freight 1754.
Approach, Qantas 20 heavy, with you.
Right 270, Qantas 267 heavy.
Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 155, descend to 6000, Qantas 20 heavy. Left 180, descend to 3000 feet, Capital Jet 98 heavy. Say again the heading, Qantas 4609er. Heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Qantas 4609er. Right heading 310, cleared approach runway 34 right, Jetstar 616. Stop descent at altitude 5000, Qantas 324 heavy. Further left heading 130, velocity 1773. 10 degrees to the left, Qantas 21. Heading 335, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 575 heavy. Right heading 330, Qantas 575 heavy. Climb to altitude 10,000 feet, velocity 1773. Qantas 1198, passing 4100, Abbey. Climb and maintain flight level 280. Qantas 1198.
Down to altitude 5000 feet, toll freight 1754.
Speed 230 knots, Qantas 4609er. Departure, Indonesia 3154, out of 23 climbing 5000 feet, Whiskey Lima Mike departure. 1247, thank you, Jetstar 616. Climb and maintain flight level 280, Indonesia 3154. Clear to Wollongong, climb and maintain 280, velocity 1773. 1247, Qantas 575 heavy.
Right 290, Qantas 267 heavy.
Left heading 060, Qantas 21. Heading 110, Scooter 87. 12908, velocity 1773, thank you. 125.0, Qantas 1198. 13235, Indonesia 3154, see you later.
Right heading 220, speed 250 knots, Vietnam Airlines 1042. Descend to 2000 feet, Qantas 267 heavy.
Approach, Indonesia 2123. Left heading 360, cleared ILS 34 left, Qantas 21. Direct Bravo Kilo, and after Bravo Kilo heading 155, descend to 6,000 feet, Indonesia 2123. Jet X1818, Kevin departure, passing 2,400. Climb to flight level 280, Jet X1818. Increasing 250, Indonesia 1360. Heading 090, Scooter 87.
Right heading 310, leave 2000 on the glide, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 267 heavy.
Confirm heading 250, Qantas 324 heavy. Heading 250, Qantas 324 heavy.
Was that for Vietnam Airlines 1042? 270 degrees, Vietnam Airlines 1042.
Right heading 200, velocity 266. Copied, Qantas 4609er. 120.5, thanks, Qantas 4609er. Left heading 340, cleared ILS 34 left, Scooter 87. Heading 130, descend and maintain altitude 4000, velocity 860.
Left heading 180, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Philippine 305 heavy. 1247, Qantas 267 heavy.
120.5, Qantas 21, thanks.
Reducing 220, Vietnam Airlines 1042. Left heading 230, descend to altitude 5000, Rex 631.
Descend to altitude 3000, Qantas 324 heavy. Right heading 220, velocity 266.
Descend to 2000 feet, Vietnam Airlines 1042.
1205, thank you, Scooter 87.
Right heading 320, cleared approach 34 right, Vietnam Airlines 1042.
Velocity 2291, passing 3400, Wollongong departure. Left heading 270, velocity 2291. 1250, thank you, Jet X1818.
Left heading 090, toll freight 1754.
Left heading 090, Tigos 1490. Heading 320, cleared approach runway 34 right, Qantas 324 heavy. Delta 2164 heavy, inbound Sydney. Left heading 180, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Delta 2164 heavy. Departure good afternoon, Qantas 430, climbing 5000 feet, Whiskey Lima Mike departure. Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 430. Right 310 to join the localizer, cleared approach 34 right, velocity 266.
247, Vietnam Airlines 1042. Left 070, toll freight 1754.
Increasing 250, Qantas 20 heavy. Descend to 5000 feet, Indonesia 1360. Right 140, descend to 4000 feet, Sichuan 683 heavy. Right heading 320, velocity 266. Qantas 74. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to 6000 feet, Qantas 74. Cleared to Wollongong, flight level 280, velocity 2291.
Descend to 4000 feet, left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, toll freight 1754. United 133 heavy. Heading 230, descend to 5000 feet, United 133 heavy.
Heading 060, Tigos 1490. Descend to altitude 5000 feet, Qantas 20 heavy. 132.35, Qantas 430.
Departure, Jetstar 1166, Abbey departure, passing 1800.
Descend to 2000 feet, velocity 266.
Climb to level 280, Jetstar 1166.
12908, velocity 2291. Air China 661 heavy.
Qantas 1200, with you.
Direct Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend and maintain 6000 feet, Air China 661 heavy.
Left heading 180, descend to 3000, Qantas 1200. Heading 220, Air India 2079 heavy.
Tower on 1247, velocity 266. 124.7, see ya, Qantas 324 heavy.
120.5, thanks, toll freight 1754.
Heading 140, descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Indonesia 1360. Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Tigos 1490.
Heading 250, Rex 631.
Qantas 2081, Richmond departure, passing 2,700. Left 270, speed 250 knots, Qantas 2081.
Heading 260, Air India 2079 heavy.
Qantas 1369, passing 1,900, Campi departure. Climb to level 280, Qantas 1369. Left heading 260, Qantas 2081. Approach, Qantas 1054 heavy. Right heading 140, descent to altitude 4,000 feet, Qantas 1054 heavy.
Heading 310, and say again the approach clearance, Rex 631. Maintain 5,000 till the glide, cleared ILS 34 left, Rex 631. Heading 310, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach, Air India 2079 heavy. Air India 2079 heavy, say again.
Approach, China Southern 699 heavy, with you.
Roger, Air India 2079 heavy.
Say again for Capital Jet 98 heavy. Roger, Capital Jet 98 heavy.
Descend and maintain 2000, Air India 2079 heavy.
Right heading 220, speed 250, Capital Jet 98 heavy.
Heading 210, United 133 heavy.
1250, Qantas 1369.
25.0, Jetstar 1166, thanks.
Right heading 030, speed 250, Qantas 977. Heading 050, Indonesia 1360. Left heading 100, velocity 860. Left heading 110, Sichuan 683 heavy. Heading 120, Qantas 20 heavy. Tigos 1490. Further right heading 050, Qantas 977. Right direct to Wollongong, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 977.
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, Rex 631.
Continue left turn heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Indonesia 1360. Heading 270, Capital Jet 98 heavy.
Heading 270, United 133 heavy. Descend to altitude 3,000 feet, United 133 heavy.
Climb to 10,000, Qantas 2081.
Qantas 394 Super, Marab departure, passing 2,400 feet climbing to 5,000. Climb to flight level 280, high speed approved, Qantas 394 Super. Jetstar 1211.
Speed 220, Indonesia 1360. Cleared to Richmond, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 2081.
Left heading 180, descend to 3,000 feet, Jetstar 1211.
Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, China Southern 699 heavy.
1205, Rex 631. 1247, thanks, Air India 2079 heavy.
Right 320 to join the ILS, cleared ILS 34 right, Capital Jet 98 heavy. Left heading 090, velocity 860. 13305, so long, Qantas 2081. 1298, have a good day, Qantas 977.
Right heading 210, Philippine 305 heavy.
Heading 350, cleared approach runway 34 left, Qantas 20 heavy. Hello, Polar 96 heavy, passing 3,900 climbing to 5,000 feet, Kadam. Left 260, high speed approved, polar 96 heavy. 1205, Sia, Indonesia 1360. Tower on 1247, capital jet 98 heavy.
Right heading 320, cleared ILS runway 34 right, United 133 heavy.
Left heading 020, velocity 860. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet, speed 250, Indonesia 2123. Heading 090, Sichuan 683 heavy. Approach, Malaysian 905 heavy. Direct Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend and maintain 6,000, Malaysian 905 heavy. Heading 360, cleared ILS 34 left, velocity 860. Speed 230, Qantas 20 heavy.
Descend to 2,000 feet, United 133 heavy.
Right heading 200, Delta 2164 heavy.
13235, Qantas 394 super.
Climb to flight level 280, high speed approved, land Chile 51 heavy. Left 260, speed 250, Qantas 82. Speed 250, descend to 5,000 feet, Qantas 74.
Heading 250, Philippine 305 heavy.
Capital Jet 1312 heavy, with Golf. Heading 180, descend to 3,000 feet, Capital Jet 1312 heavy. Climb to 10,000 feet, Polar 96 heavy.
Tower on 124.7, United 133 heavy, thank you. Heading 310, cleared approach 34 right. Philippine 305 heavy.
Normal speed, Qantas 20 heavy. 120.5, thanks, Qantas 20 heavy. Left 060, Sichuan 683 heavy. Left heading 090, Qantas 1054 heavy. Rex 2430. Heading 270, descend and maintain 5,000 feet, QJet 706. Heading 140, descend and maintain 4,000, Rex 2430. Cleared to Kadam, climb to flight level 280, Polar 96 heavy. Descend to altitude 5,000, speed 250 knots, Air China 661 heavy. Increasing 250, China Southern 699 heavy. 1250, land Chile 51 heavy, good day. Left heading 350, velocity 860.
Right heading 190, increasing 250, Qantas 1200.
13305, Polar 96 heavy. Left 260, high speed approved, Qantas 2064 heavy. Right heading 270, Delta 2164 heavy. Left 260, QJet 706. Qantas 12, inbound Sydney. Heading 100, Indonesia 2123. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend and maintain 6,000 feet, Qantas 12.
Tower on 124.7, Philippine 305 heavy, thank you.
Tower on 1205, good day, velocity 860. Left heading 360, cleared ILS 34 left, Sichuan 683 heavy. Left heading 090, Indonesia 2123. Express freight 1140, passing 2,200 climbing to 5,000 feet, Campi departure. Climb to flight level 280, express freight 1140. Direct to Abbey, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 82. Left heading 200, QJet 706. Right heading 310, cleared ILS runway 34 right approach, Delta 2164 heavy. 1250, Qantas 82. Descend to 5,000 feet, China Southern 699 heavy. Heading 120, Qantas 74. Hawaiian 2212. Left 180, descend to 3,000 feet, Hawaiian 2212. Left heading 230, climb to altitude 10,000, Qantas 2064 heavy.
Right heading 140, descend to 4,000 feet, Qantas 5046.
Heading 350, cleared approach 34 left, Indonesia 2123. Departure, Jetstar 317, passing 3,000 climbing to 5,000 feet, Wollongong. Reducing 220, Qantas 1054 heavy. Say again for Air China 661 heavy. Air China 661 heavy. Left heading 260, speed 250 knots, Jetstar 317. Speed 220, Air China 661 heavy. Tower on 1247, Delta 2164 heavy.
Heading 250, Qantas 1200.
1205, Sichu on 683 heavy, bye. Right heading 220, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QJet 706. Direct to Chatham, climb to flight level 280, Qantas 2064 heavy. Right 240, QJet 706. 13305, SIA, Qantas 2064 heavy. 1250, Express Freight 1140, thanks. 1205, Indonesia 2123. Climb to flight level 280, high speed approved, FedEx 85 heavy. Increasing 250, Malaysian 905 heavy. Left heading 350, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 74.
Heading 310, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Qantas 1200.
Left heading 200, descend to 5000 feet, Qantas 444. Victor Hotel Golf Bravo Papa. Malaysian 7731 heavy. Direct to Bankstown, and then heading 155, descend to altitude 6000 feet, Victor Golf Bravo Papa. Heading 180, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Malaysian 7731 heavy.
Heading 190, speed 250, Jetstar 1211. Descend to 2000 feet, Qantas 1200.
Reducing 200, Qantas 74.
247, Qantas 1200.
Left 010, Qantas 1054 heavy. Rex 469, passing 2100 on the Wollongong departure. Left heading 260, speed 250, Rex 469. Direct to Wollongong, climb to 280, Jetstar 317. 3235, FedEx 85 heavy.
Vectors for 34 right, right 150, descend to altitude 4000, Cathay 17 heavy.
Heading 320, cleared ILS 34 right, QJet 706. Velocity 19, inbound Sydney. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to 6000 feet, velocity 19. 12908, Jetstar 317. Speed 250 knots, climb to level 280, Qantas 455. Left heading 160, Rex 469.
Heading 210, Jetstar 1211.
Heading 090, Air China 661 heavy. Left 090, Rex 2430. Climb to altitude 10,000, Rex 469. Descend to altitude 5,000 feet, Malaysian 905 heavy. 120.5, good day, Qantas 74. Heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Qantas 1054 heavy. Heading 060, Air China 661 heavy. One 247, QJet 706.
Heading 270, Jetstar 1211.
$32.35, Qantas 455.
Good afternoon, Qantas 627, climbing 5000 feet, Whiskey Lima Mike departure.
Left heading 110, China Southern 699 heavy.
Climb to flight level 280, speed 250, Qantas 627.
Cleared to Wollongong, climb to flight level 280, Rex 469. 12908, thanks, Rex 469. Speed 230 till 6 miles, Qantas 1054 heavy. Heading 360, cleared approach runway 34 left, Air China 661 heavy.
Heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, Jetstar 1211.
190 degrees, capital jet 1312 heavy. Speed 250 knots, capital jet 1312 heavy. Left heading 160, Qantas 1542 heavy. Speed 200, China Southern 699 heavy. Speed 220 knots, China Southern 699 heavy. Heading 090, China Southern 699 heavy. Descend to 4000, Air China 661 heavy. Speed 250 till 6 miles, Qantas 1054 heavy. Speed 230 till the localizer, Air China 661 heavy. Heading 210, capital jet 1312 heavy.
Descend to 2000 feet, Jetstar 1211.
Right heading 270, descend to 4000 feet, Qantas 444. Descend to 3000 feet, Qantas 444.
13235, Qantas 627.
Climb to altitude 10,000, Qantas 1542 heavy.
Heading 090, Qantas 5046.
Heading 060, Rex 2430.
Left 080, Qantas 5046. Right heading 140, descend to 4000 feet, Cathay 124 heavy. 1247, Jetstar 1211.
Heading 270, capital jet 1312 heavy. Heading 340, cleared ILS 34 left, China Southern 699 heavy. Speed 230 till 6, Air China 661 heavy. Heading 210, descend and maintain altitude 5000 feet, capital jet 148 heavy. Descend to altitude 3000 feet, turn left heading 160, Qantas 2161. Direct to Bankstown, and after Bankstown heading 155, descend to 6000 feet, velocity 395. Sharp 2194, passing 4100, Canberra departure. Climb and maintain flight level 280, sharp 2194. Clear to Wollongong, climb to level 280, high speed approved, Qantas 1542 heavy. 298, thanks. Heading 310, descend and maintain altitude 2000 feet, cleared ILS 34 right, capital jet 1312 heavy. Normal speed, 1205, Qantas 1054 heavy. 300 degrees, Qantas 444. Left heading 260, Qantas 1986. 132.35, sharp 2194. Turn left heading north, cleared approach 34 left, Rex 2430. Speed 250 till 6 miles, China Southern 699 heavy. Normal speed, Air China 661 heavy. 1205, Air China 661 heavy, thanks.
Heading 090, Cathay 17 heavy.
Speed 200 knots, Malaysian 905 heavy. Tower on 1247, thanks, capital jet 1312 heavy.
Heading 060, Qantas 5046.
Descend and maintain altitude 2000, Qantas 444. Heading 200, increase 250 knots, Hawaiian 2212. Climb to flight level 280, high speed approved, China Southern 1558 heavy. Descend to 5000 feet, Qantas 12. Right heading 140, descend to 4000 feet, Etihad 78 heavy. Heading 200, descend and maintain 5000 feet, Victor Tango Delta Alpha. Qantas 2164, passing 2500 on the Wollongong departure. Victor Tango Delta Alpha, say again? Roger, Victor Tango Delta Alpha. Heading 090, Malaysian 905 heavy. Descend and maintain 4000 feet, Victor Tango Delta Alpha.
Right heading 200, descend to altitude 4000 feet, Ohio 1902 heavy.
Right heading 200, descend to 4000 feet, velocity 395. Descend to 5000, speed 250, Victor Golf Bravo Papa. Climb and maintain level 280, Qantas 2164. 3235, China Southern 1558 heavy. Right heading 250, Hawaiian 2212. China Southern 699 heavy. Tower on 1205, China Southern 699 heavy, thanks. Tower on 1205, Rex 2430, thanks.
Cleared ILS 34 left, Qantas 5046.
Cleared to Abbey, climb to level 280, Qantas 1986. Descend to 5000, speed 250 knots, velocity 19. Speed 250, Qantas 12. Right heading 270, Hawaiian 2212. Right heading 010, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 444. Descend to 1800 feet, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Qantas 444. Right heading 280, Capital Jet 148 heavy. Left heading 350, cleared ILS 34 left, Malaysian 905 heavy.
Reducing 200, Cathay 17 heavy.
Qantas 1245, Marab departure, passing 3,500 feet climbing to 5,000. Flight level 280, Qantas 1245. 125.0, Qantas 1986. 1298, Qantas 2164. Descend to altitude 3000, left 160, Dynasty 785 heavy. Right heading 180, Qantas 2161. Right heading 322, cleared approach 34 right, Hawaiian 2212. Heading 330, Hawaiian 2212. Speed 250 till the localizer, left heading 345, Malaysian 905 heavy.
1205, Qantas 5046. Heading 090, Cathay 124 heavy.
Heading 090, Qantas 12. Descend to altitude 4000 feet, Malaysian 905 heavy. Right 140, descend to 4000 feet, Malaysian 1980. Descend to altitude 5000 feet, Malaysian 1980. Climb to 5000 feet, right 180, Etihad 78 heavy. 24.7, Qantas 444. Tower on 124.7, Hawaiian 2212. 10 degrees to the right, Capital Jet 148 heavy. Qantas 1849 heavy, passing 9er descending 8000. Heading 220, Malaysian 7731 heavy. 13235, Qantas 1245.
Climb to level 280, Jetstar 63.
Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 525. Heading 200, descend and maintain 4000 feet, Qantas 1849 heavy. Left heading 180, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 6. Heading 180, Dynasty 785 heavy. Speed 250 till 6 miles, Malaysian 905 heavy. Turn left heading north, cleared ILS 34 left, Qantas 12.
360 over right, Cathay 124 heavy.
Right 310 to join the localizer, cleared approach 34 right, Capital Jet 148 heavy. Right heading 200, Qantas 2161. Heading 270, Malaysian 7731 heavy. Heading 310, cleared approach runway 34 right, Malaysian 7731 heavy.
Heading 220, descend to 3000 feet, FedEx 98 heavy. Heading 350, cleared approach runway 34 left, Cathay 17 heavy.
Qantas 845, Richmond departure, passing 2800 feet climbing to 5000 feet. Heading 090, Victor Golf Bravo Papa. Descend and maintain altitude 4000 feet, Qantas 12. Descend and maintain 4000, velocity 19.
Heading 200, down to 4000 feet, FedEx 688 heavy.
Heading 180, descend to altitude 3000, Indonesia 2194. Left heading east, Etihad 78 heavy. Heading 080, descend to altitude 4000 feet, Etihad 78 heavy. Reduce 200 knots, Malaysian 7731 heavy. Speed 240 till 6 miles, Capital Jet 148 heavy. 1205, Qantas 12. Normal speed, Malaysian 905 heavy. 25, Malaysian 905 heavy, thanks.
Speed 220 till the localizer, Cathay 17 heavy.
Left heading 060, Etihad 78 heavy. Left 180, velocity 395. Heading 180, Victor Tango Delta Alpha.
Left heading 180, Ohio 1902 heavy.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Qantas 845. Normal speed, Capital Jet 148 heavy. 24/7, thanks, Capital Jet 148 heavy. Descend to 2000 feet, Malaysian 7731 heavy. 124.7, Malaysian 7731 heavy, thanks. Heading 090, velocity, 19.
Right heading 080, Cathay 124 heavy.
Right heading 250, Qantas 2161.
Turn left heading 200, FedEx 98 heavy.
3305, Qantas 845.
29.8, thank you, Jetstar 63.
Climb to flight level 280, high speed approved, thank you, Delta 13 heavy. 1250, bye, Qantas 525. Right heading 270, Qantas 2161.
Speed 250 till 6, Cathay 17 heavy.
Heading 310, Victor Golf Bravo Papa.
Heading 150, descend to 5000, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Right heading east, Etihad 78 heavy. Heading 100, Malaysian 1980. Left 360 to join the localizer, cleared approach 34 left, velocity 19. Right heading 310, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 2161. Cleared ILS approach 34 right, Victor Golf Bravo Papa. Scooter 37. Right heading 200, descend to 4000 feet, Singapore 2156 heavy. Heading 180, descend to 3000 feet, Scooter 37.
Normal speed, Cathay 17 heavy. 25, thanks, Cathay 17 heavy. Heading 260, FedEx 98 heavy.
Left heading 120, velocity 395. Heading 150, Victor Tango Delta Alpha.
Right heading south, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Philippine 9174 heavy, with you. Right 130, descend to 5000 feet, Philippine 9174 heavy. Left heading 180, Qantas 1849 heavy. 13305, Delta 13 heavy.
Left heading 180, FedEx 688 heavy.
Flight level 280, Express Freight 405 heavy. Climb to level 280, Rex 740. Reduce 200 knots, Victor Golf Bravo Papa. 25, thank you, velocity 19.
Sydney approach, Qantas 1082, with India. Heading 210, descend and maintain altitude 3000, Qantas 1082. Descend to 5000, Qantas 1082.
Right heading 150, Philippine 9174 heavy.
Left heading 150, China Eastern 2120 heavy. Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Cathay 124 heavy.
1247, Qantas 2161.
Heading 270, FedEx 98 heavy.
125.0, Rex 740. 250, Express Freight 405 heavy.
Heading 280, FedEx 98 heavy.
Right heading 190, increasing 250, Dynasty 785 heavy.
Left heading 350, Cathay 124 heavy.
Heading 060, Etihad 78 heavy. Heading 080, Malaysian 1980. Left heading 090, velocity 395. Left heading 130, Victor Tango Delta Alpha.
Left heading 110, Ohio 1902 heavy. Turn left heading 120, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Qantas 947, with you. Descend to 5000, right heading 140, Qantas 947. Vectors for 34 left, right heading 220, descend to 5000, Qantas 686.
Heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, FedEx 98 heavy.
Expedite descend to 2000, Victor Golf Bravo Papa. Qantas 9062.
Qantas 1573, passing 2300 on the Kemba departure. Descend and maintain altitude 2000 feet, FedEx 98 heavy. 1205, bye-bye, Cathay 124 heavy.
Left heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Etihad 78 heavy. Heading 220, Singapore 2156 heavy.
Heading 230, FedEx 688 heavy.
Right heading 240, Qantas 1849 heavy. Left heading 100, Victor Tango Delta Alpha. Right heading 270, Dynasty 785 heavy. 24-7, good day, Victor Golf Bravo Papa.
Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 1573.
Jetstar 1056. Left heading 210, descend to 5000 feet, Jetstar 1056.
13235, thanks, Qantas 1573.
Heading 160, descend and maintain 3000, Qantas 9062. Heading 320, descend to 2000 feet, cleared approach 34 right, Dynasty 785 heavy.
1247, FedEx 98 heavy, so long.
1205, Etihad 78 heavy. Left heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Malaysian 1980. Left 110, Philippine 9174 heavy. Heading 180, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Left heading 180, FedEx 688 heavy.
Heading 180, Singapore 2156 heavy. Left heading 180, Qantas 686. Right 230, Qantas 6. Left 180, Jetstar 1056. Bohai 732 heavy, passing 2200, Whiskey Lima Mike departure. Climb to flight level 280, Bohai 732 heavy.
Flight level 280, netlink 236.
Approach, Qantas 498. Right heading 090, descend to 5000 feet, Qantas 498.
Right heading 270, Qantas 1082.
25, good day, Malaysian 1980. Right heading 270, Qantas 6. Heading 060, velocity 395. 124.7, by, Dynasty 785 heavy. Right heading 180, Qantas 9062. Right heading 180, Qantas 498. Left heading east, Victor Tango Delta Alpha. Left 050, velocity 395.
Heading 090, speed 200 knots, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Left heading 090, reducing 200, Philippine 9174 heavy. Left heading 120, speed 200, Qantas 1849 heavy. Left 120, reduce 200 knots, Qantas 947.
Speed 200 knots, FedEx 688 heavy.
Speed 200, Qantas 498. Speed 200, Singapore 2156 heavy. Reducing 200, Qantas 686.
13305, netlink 236.
3235, Bohai 732 heavy, thank you.
Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 96 heavy.
Climb to level 280, toll freight 1050. Qantas 6, approaching the localizer of runway 34 right. Was that for Qantas 6? Right 330 to join the localizer, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 6.
Right 310 to join the localizer, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Qantas 1082.
Heading 330, cleared approach 34 left, velocity 395. Heading 220, Jetstar 1056. Speed 220 knots, Jetstar 1056.
Right heading 270, descend to 4,000 feet, Qantas 1994 heavy.
360 over right, Qantas 686. 360 over right, Singapore 2156 heavy. Heading 160, descend and maintain altitude 5000, Vietnam Airlines 965. Heading 240, Indonesia 2194. 129.8, toll freight 1050.
1250, Qantas 96 heavy.
Left 200, descend to altitude 5000 feet, Qantas 22. Heading 350, cleared approach 34 left, Victor Tango Delta Alpha.
Heading 090, speed 200 knots, Ohio 1902 heavy. Left heading 140, descend to 3000 feet, Q-Link 757.
Left heading 110, Qantas 9062. Heading 130, Qantas 22. Left 090, Scooter 37. 247, Qantas 6. Climb to level 280, velocity 290. Climb and maintain flight level 280, velocity 2079.
Left 120, FedEx 688 heavy.
Heading 130, Qantas 498. Stop descent at altitude 6000 feet, reduce 200 knots, Vietnam Airlines 965.
Right heading 090, descend to altitude 5000 feet, Viet J 5736 heavy.
Right heading 310, cleared approach 34 right, Indonesia 2194. Heading 320, velocity 395.
1247, thanks a lot, Qantas 1082.
Descend to altitude 3000, velocity 395. 1205, velocity 395. 1205, see ya, Victor Tango Delta Alpha. Continue right turn heading 320, Indonesia 2194.
Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Ohio 1902 heavy.
Heading 310, cleared ILS runway 34 right, Jetstar 1056. Heading 220, Qantas 22. Heading 220, Scooter 37. Left turn heading 180, Singapore 2156 heavy. 360 over right, Qantas 686.
Right heading 180, Viet J 5736 heavy.
298, thanks, velocity 290. 250.
Left heading 360, cleared approach runway 34 left, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Left 090, Qantas 947. Left heading 100, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Left turn heading 180, Viet J 5736 heavy.
Approach, Qantas 1900, descending to 8000 feet. Right heading 220, descend to 4000 feet, Qantas 1900.
Heading 190, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Right heading 180, Qantas 9062.
Right heading 160, Q-Link 757. 1205, Ohio 1902 heavy.
Altitude 3000 feet, Jetstar 1056. 247, Indonesia 2194, thanks. Sydney approach, Netlink 46. Right 090, descend to altitude 5000 feet, velocity 1916. Descend to 6000 feet, velocity 1916.
Left heading 150, descend to 3000 feet, PEL flight 46.
Speed 250, Jetstar 1056. Right heading 240, Scooter 37. Expedite descent to 2000 feet, Jetstar 1056.
Speed 250, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Left heading 120, Vietnam Airlines 965. Netlink 9777, passing 3300, Whiskey Lima Mike. 360 over left, velocity 1916. Climb to flight level 280, Netlink 9777.
Climb to flight level 280, 25.0, Qantas 1549, so long.
13235, thanks, Netlink 9777. Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Philippine 9174 heavy. Right 260, Scooter 37. Left heading 080, Qantas 947. Left heading 090, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Heading 100, FedEx 688 heavy.
Descend to altitude 5000 feet, Netlink 46.
120.5, China Eastern 2120 heavy.
Speed 240 knots, Qantas 947. Speed 250 knots, Qantas 947. Speed 240, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Speed 230 knots, FedEx 688 heavy.
Heading 110, increasing 220, Qantas 498. Speed 190, Vietnam Airlines 965. 10 degrees to the right, Scooter 37. Right heading 270, Qantas 22. Right 220, Qantas 9062. Heading 180, Netlink 46. Good afternoon, Jetstar 621. Right heading 160, descent to altitude 7000, Jetstar 621. Heading 150, velocity 1916. Heading 150, Singapore 2156 heavy.
Heading 150, Viet J 5736 heavy.
Right 180, Singapore 2156 heavy. Right heading south, speed 200, Jetstar 621. Reducing 200, Qantas 1900.
Climb to level 280, All Nippon 2294 heavy.
Heading 300, Philippine 9174 heavy. 1247, thank you, Jetstar 1056. Speed 250, Philippine 9174 heavy. Heading 350, cleared ILS 34 left, Qantas 947. Heading 345, Qantas 947. Heading 320, cleared ILS 34 right, Scooter 37.
3235, All Nippon 2294 heavy, bye-bye. 10 degrees to the left, FedEx 688 heavy.
Heading 070, Qantas 1849 heavy. 090 degrees, Qantas 498. Left heading 090, Vietnam Airlines 965.
Sydney approach, Qantas 33, at 8,000 feet.
Heading 240, Qantas 9062.
Left 210, descend to 5,000 feet, Qantas 33.
Heading 200, Netlink 46. Right heading 310, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 22. Expedite descent to 2000, Qantas 22. 1205, good day, Philippine 9174 heavy. 1247, bye, Scooter 37. Left heading 135, descent to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 2216. Left heading 130, Jetstar 621. 360 over right, Qantas 1900.
360 over right, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Descend and maintain 5000 feet, New Zealand 27. 360 over right, New Zealand 27. 360 over right, speed 200, New Zealand 27. Right 250, Qantas 9062. Left 345 to join the localizer, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Left heading 080, FedEx 688 heavy. Heading 210, Q-Link 757. Heading 180, PEL Flight 46.
Heading 140, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 264 heavy. Heading 210, descend to 4000 feet, velocity 286. Tower on 1205, Qantas 947, see ya. Qantas 21, Campi departure, passing 3,900 feet. Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 21. Thanks, Qantas 21. Left 090, velocity 286. Right 080, speed 250 knots, Qantas 1900.
Right heading 060, Qantas 1994 heavy.
360 over right, Qantas 686. 360 over right, Jetstar 621.
Left 100, Viet J 5736 heavy.
Speed 250 till the localizer, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, FedEx 688 heavy.
Speed 230 till 6 miles, Qantas 22. Heading 250, Netlink 46. .360 over right, velocity 1916. Left heading 100, Singapore 2156 heavy. Speed 240 knots, Qantas 1849 heavy. Right heading 310, descent to altitude 2000, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 9062. Normal speed, Qantas 22. 1247, Qantas 22, thanks. Heading 260, expedite descent and maintain 3000 feet, netlink 46. Climb to level 280, Qantas 1926. 1298, thanks, Qantas 1926. Climb and maintain flight level 280, Qantas 104 heavy. Heading 200, descend to 5000, velocity 607 heavy. Heading 270, netlink 46. Thank you, high speed approved, Qantas 104 heavy. 3235, thanks, Qantas 104 heavy. Left heading 345, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 498. Copied, Qantas 1849 heavy. Tower on 1205, thanks, Qantas 1849 heavy.
Right heading 240, Qantas 33. Right heading 230, Qlink 757.
Right heading 150, Qantas 2216. Turn right heading 150, Qantas 264 heavy.
Left heading 310, FedEx 688 heavy.
Heading 320, cleared approach 34 right, netlink 46. Descend and maintain altitude 2000 feet, netlink 46.
Descend and maintain altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 33.
Heading 340, Qantas 498. Qantas 1656, inbound Sydney. Left heading 150, descend to 3000 feet, Qantas 1656. Descend to 3000 feet, velocity 286. Descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 1900.
Descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Heading 030, descend and maintain altitude 3000, speed 250, New Zealand 27. 360 over right, Qantas 686.
25, FedEx 688 heavy, see ya.
1247, Qantas 9062. Speed 250, Qantas 498. Heading 360, clear to intercept the localizer of runway 34 left, Vietnam Airlines 965. Speed 200, Vietnam Airlines 965. Left heading 355, Vietnam Airlines 965. Descend to altitude 4000 feet, Qantas 498.
Right 270, Qantas 33. Heading 240, Qlink 757. Right heading 200, PEL flight 46.
Right heading 180, Qantas 2216. Right heading 180, Qantas 264 heavy. Descend to altitude 5000, cleared approach, Vietnam Airlines 965. Heading 020, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 624 heavy. Left heading 090, descend to 3000, velocity 78. Heading 330, Qantas 498.
Right 310 to join the ILS, descend to 2000 feet, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 33. Climb to flight level 280, QJet 1712. Heading 070, Vietjet 5736 heavy.
Heading 090, Singapore 2156 heavy. Increase to 50 knots, Singapore 2156 heavy. Left 110, descend to altitude 5000 feet, speed 230, Jetstar 621. Descend to 4000 feet, Jetstar 621. Left heading 110, speed 200 knots, velocity 1916. Descend to 5000 feet, velocity 1916.
13235, thanks, QJet 1712.
1247, netlink 46. 120.5, thank you, Qantas 498. Heading 340, Vietnam Airlines 965. Heading 240, descend and maintain altitude 3000, velocity 607 heavy.
Heading 230, PEL flight 46.
Left 140, descend to 4000 feet, velocity 97. Qantas 38 heavy. Left 090, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Qantas 38 heavy.
270 degrees, Qlink 757.
250 degrees, velocity 607 heavy. Heading 130, velocity 97.
1247, thanks, Qantas 33. Heading 335, cleared ILS 34 left, Viet J 5736 heavy.
120.5, Vietnam Airlines 965, thanks. Right heading 190, Qantas 2216. Right heading 190, Qantas 264 heavy. Velocity 2234, inbound Sydney. Qantas 1131, at 8000. Direct Richmond, and after Richmond heading 180, velocity 2234.
Right heading 320, Q-Link 757. Cleared ILS 34 right, Q-Link 757.
Right heading 140, descend to 4000, Qantas 1612. Descend to 4000 feet, Qantas 686. Heading 090, Jetstar 621. Speed 220, Singapore 2156 heavy. Jetstar 138, out of 2100 climbing 5000 feet, Marab departure.
1247, thank you, Q-Link 757.
Speed 250, Jetstar 621. Qantas 142, passing 2600, Abbey. Descend to 5000 feet, Qantas 1131. Right 220, Qantas 2216.
Tower on 120.5, Viet J 5736 heavy, have a good day.
Left heading north, increasing 250, Singapore 2156 heavy. Cleared ILS 34 left, Singapore 2156 heavy. Climb and maintain flight level 280, Qantas 142. 250, Qantas 142, thanks. Climb to flight level 280, Jetstar 138. Heading 130, velocity 286. Right 180, Qantas 1656. Right 310 to join the localizer, descend to altitude 2000 feet, cleared approach 34 right, velocity 607 heavy.
Heading 270, PAL flight 46.
Climb to 4000 feet, velocity 78. Stop descent at altitude 4000 feet, Qantas 38 heavy. Heading 355, Singapore 2156 heavy. 13235, thanks, Jetstar 138. Left heading 150, Qantas 1131. Sydney approach, Qantas 3632 heavy. Heading 210, descend to 4000, Qantas 3632 heavy. Left 070, Jetstar 621. Heading 230, Qantas 2216. Heading 210, Qantas 264 heavy. Etihad 1240 heavy, inbound Sydney. Direct Richmond, and then heading 180, Etihad 1240 heavy. (1205), so long, Singapore 2156 heavy. Heading 075, speed 250, velocity 1916. Left heading 090, speed 250, Qantas 686.
Heading 130, descend to altitude 4000, Japan Air 5266 heavy.
1247, velocity 607 heavy. Heading 210, descend to 5000, Qantas 1846. Descend to 3000 feet, Qantas 1131.
Heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, PAL flight 46.
Left heading 355, Jetstar 621. Qantas 353. Heading 130, Qantas 1900. Heading 190, velocity 97. Heading 120, Qantas 1900. Heading 120, velocity 78.
Right 120, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Right heading 070, New Zealand 27. Heading 080, Qantas 624 heavy. Heading 210, descend to 4000 feet, Qantas 353. Right heading 270, Qantas 2216.
Descend to 2000 feet, PAL flight 46.
Right 230, Qantas 264 heavy. Right heading 230, Qantas 1131. Speed 200 knots, velocity 78. Reducing 200, Qantas 38 heavy. Qantas 577 Zulu heavy, passing 3,100 climbing 5,000 feet, Fisher.
247, thank you, PAL flight 46.
Left 330 to join the localizer, cleared ILS 34 left, Jetstar 621.
Tasman 1576 heavy, with you.
Climb to flight level 280, 3235, see you later, Qantas 577 Zulu heavy.
Heading 130, descend to 4,000 feet, Tasman 1576 heavy.
1205, Jetstar 621. Left 360 to join the localizer, cleared ILS 34 left, velocity 1916. Heading 280, descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Qantas 2216. Confirm heading 240, Qantas 264 heavy. Right heading 230, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, Qantas 1846. Right heading 180, velocity 286. Heading 240, Qantas 264 heavy. Continue left turn heading 355, velocity 1916. Heading 090, Qantas 1612. Heading 310, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 2216. Heading 270, Qantas 264 heavy. Descend to 4,000, velocity 2234. Descend to altitude 4,000 feet, Etihad 1240 heavy. 130 degrees, Qantas 38 heavy. Heading 160, Qantas 1900. Good afternoon, Delta 1290 heavy. Heading 070, Qantas 686. Right heading 130, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, Delta 1290 heavy. Heading 230, Qantas 1656. Nayujan I-1063, Kevin departure, passing 3,400. Descend to 3,000 feet, velocity 97. Climb to flight level 280, Nayujan I-1063. Right heading 310, descend to 2,000 feet, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 264 heavy. Tower on 1247, Qantas 2216, so long. Speed 250 till 6 miles, velocity 1916. Heading 040, Qantas 686. Left heading 080, Qantas 1612.
Heading 100, Japan Air 5266 heavy. Good afternoon, QJet 52.
Heading 180, velocity 78.
Heading 160, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Heading 150, Qantas 38 heavy. 250, thank you, Nayujan I-1063. Right 270, Qantas 1131. Left heading 030, Qantas 686. Left heading 180, Qantas 3632 heavy.
Descend and maintain altitude 5,000, heading 180, QJet 52.
Heading 180, Qantas 1900. Qantas 199 heavy, Whiskey Lima Mike departure, passing 3,200 feet climbing to 5,000 feet. Right heading 090, New Zealand 27. Climb to level 280, Qantas 199 heavy. Switching, thanks, Qantas 199 heavy. Left heading 360, cleared approach runway 34 left, Qantas 686. Left 050, Qantas 1612. Speed 220 till 6 miles, Qantas 264 heavy. Normal speed, Qantas 264 heavy. 24/7, Qantas 264 heavy, thanks. Right 320 to join the localizer, descend to 2,000 feet, cleared ILS 34 right, Qantas 1131. Normal speed, velocity 1916. 1205, velocity 1916, thanks. Heading 270, Qantas 1846. Right 220, velocity 97. Direct Richmond, and after Richmond heading 180, descend and maintain altitude 4,000 feet, Tigos 8103. Right heading 140, New Zealand 27. Departure, Qantas 205 heavy, passing 2300 on the Richmond departure.
Left heading 110, Tasman 1576 heavy.
Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 205 heavy. Heading 150, Qantas 3632 heavy. 124.7, see ya, Qantas 1131. 120.5, Qantas 686, thanks. Heading 310, descend to 2000 feet, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 1846. Right heading 210, velocity 286. Heading 240, velocity 97.
Right heading 210, QJet 52.
133.05, Qantas 205 heavy. Left heading 350, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 1612. Rex 8719, passing 2500 climbing to 5000 feet, Canberra. Speed 230, Qantas 1656. Climb to flight level 280, Rex 8719. Reducing 200, Qantas 1846. Right 270, reduce 200 knots, Qantas 1656.
Left 070, Japan Air 5266 heavy. Left heading 090, Tasman 1576 heavy.
Left heading east, Delta 1290 heavy. Air India 77 heavy, with Lima. Left heading 250, Jet X10. .5, Qantas 1612. Heading 310, descend to altitude 2000, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 1656. Direct Richmond, and after Richmond heading 180, descend to altitude 4000 feet, Air India 77 heavy. Right heading 130, Qantas 624 heavy. Heading 170, Qantas 38 heavy. 24.7, thank you, Qantas 1846.
Left heading 050, Japan Air 5266 heavy. Left 080, Tasman 1576 heavy. Right heading 140, descend to 5000 feet, Qantas 4049 heavy.
Direct Richmond, and after Richmond heading 180, descend to maintain altitude 4000 feet, Cathay 90 heavy. 3235, Rex 8719. Right 210, Qantas 1900. Right 230, velocity 286.
Heading 270, descend and maintain 7000 feet, Cebu 3023. Right heading 190, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Left heading 150, descend to 3000 feet, Qantas 532.
Heading 350, cleared ILS runway 34 left, Japan Air 5266 heavy.
Speed 250 till the localizer, Qantas 1656.
Right heading 270, descend to altitude 3000 feet, QJet 52.
Velocity 308, Marab departure, passing 4000 climbing to 5000 feet. Heading 130, Qantas 353. Climb to level 280, 3235, velocity 308. After Richmond heading 210, Cathay 90 heavy. Leave Richmond on heading 210, Tigos 8103. After Richmond heading 210, Air India 77 heavy. Descend and maintain altitude 5000 feet, heading 090, C219 39 heavy.
Climb to flight level 280, Rex 41.
Right heading 320, cleared approach 34 right, velocity 97. 124.7, thank you, Qantas 1656.
1205, thanks, Japan Air 5266 heavy. 298, thanks, Rex 41. Left 360 to join the ILS, cleared ILS 34 left, Tasman 1576 heavy.
Descend to 2000 feet, velocity 97.
Descend to 2000 feet, QJet 52.
Right heading 190, Qantas 38 heavy. Heading 190, velocity 78.
Heading 220, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Heading 200, New Zealand 27. Right heading 160, Qantas 624 heavy. Heading 240, Qantas 1900. Zero 0 degrees, Qantas 3632 heavy.
Right heading 310, cleared approach 34 right, QJet 52.
Right heading 290, velocity 286. Descend to 2000, velocity 286.
205, Tasman 1576 heavy.
247, velocity 97. Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Delta 1290 heavy. Left heading 150, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Rex 594. Hawaiian 1367, with you. Over right heading 090, descend to 4000, Jet X10.
Right heading 080, descend to 4000 feet, Cebu 3023. Right turn heading 080, expedite descend, Cebu 3023.
Right 300 to join the localizer, cleared approach 34 right, velocity 286. Climb to level 280, China Southern 9220 heavy. Heading 090, descend to altitude 3000 feet, Hawaiian 1367.
1247, QJet 52.
Right heading 300, cleared approach 34 right, Qantas 1900. On this heading, cleared approach 34 left, velocity 286.
Heading 270, Qantas 1994 heavy. Descend and maintain 2000 feet, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Heading 220, velocity 78. 10 degrees to the right, Qantas 38 heavy. Heading 190, Qantas 624 heavy. Heading 170, descend to 5000 feet, Indonesia 2674. Heading 200, Etihad 1240 heavy.
Heading 090, Qantas 4049 heavy.
25, Delta 1290 heavy. Heading 080, Qantas 3632 heavy. Left heading 130, velocity 2234. Climb and maintain level 280, Rex 5095. 1250, thanks, Rex 5095. 3235, China Southern 9220 heavy, thanks. Climb to flight level 280, Qantas 153.
Heading 280, Qantas 1994 heavy.
Heading 060, Qantas 3632 heavy. 360 over right, Rex 594. Right 180, Qantas 532. Left turn heading 180, Qantas 532. Right heading 250, velocity 78. Left heading east, descend to 3000 feet, Qantas 206. Descend to altitude 3000 feet, Sichuan 939 heavy. 1205, velocity 286. Expedite climb and maintain 5000 feet, Qantas 3632 heavy.
Climb to 280, New Zealand 9804. 129.8, thanks, New Zealand 9804.
250, Qantas 153. Expedite climb, and say again the altitude, Qantas 1900. 4000 feet, Qantas 1900. Heading 360, cleared approach 34 left, Qantas 3632 heavy.
Right heading 180, Cebu 3023.
Heading 020, Jet X10.